become almost commonplace in the West. Men were shot down, robberies committed, and bands of marauders and renegades roamed the small frontier towns, looting, burning, and plundering. When the bandits were captured, they were often turned loose because witnesses feared to come forward. This made the lawman's job, the job of keeping law and order in the community, almost impossible. Tombstone, Arizona Territory, October 20, 1880, early morning.
Help me. Help me. I can't make it. My leg.
Help him. I'd be glad to help him.
Chalky! Chalky! You murdered my brother. You dirty, filthy...
What happened? Well? Didn't anybody see anything? This one's still alive, Clay. Barney Dager. And brother Chalky. This is really going to be rough on their sister. Give me a hand.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die. Tombstone Territory. Clay Hollister, sheriff of Tombstone, had gone in pursuit of the gang that had robbed the saloon, killed the owner, and left two of their own members behind, one dead and one dying. The gang had vanished, and the witnesses to the crime refused to come forward to identify the killers. Later the same day, mid-morning, October 20.
Whoa! I'm Sherry Dager. My brothers, where are they?
Chalky's dead. Barney's in the cell in the back. Doc Cunningham's with him right now. Wait here. I'll see if it's all right. Is he well enough to see his sister? Miss Dager?
Barney.
How is he, Doc?
Bad. He's ready to be a undertaker's guest now.
Will you do me a favor?
Anything you say, Clay.
Keep Chalky's condition under your hat.
Be careful it doesn't explode in your face. I don't know what you got planned, but don't count on Barney. He won't be around that long. I'm sorry I had to hear that, Miss Dager. Real sorry.
I'm sorry, too. If there's anything I can do to make it easier for you.
You can let me take him home where he belongs. I don't want him to die in jail.
Barney's a member of a gang who robbed and killed the saloon keeper this morning.
And he's paying for it with his life. First Chalky and now Barney. Let me take him home, please.
I'm sorry, Miss Dager. I can't do that.
Why? What difference does it make if he dies here or at home?
Might make a lot of difference.
To who? You?
Yes, to me. And to you, and maybe the whole rest of the town.
I don't care about the rest of the town. I only care about Barney.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Nobody around here cares about anybody else. And people get shot down in the street every day because of that. Well, maybe Barney can help me put an end to it.
Barney?
He owes something to the territory. Let him pay his debt.
He's dying. You talk like this?
When a man helps to commit murder and robbery, it makes him a criminal. It's my business to understand that. It's your business, too.
Barney's not a criminal. He's young. So is Chalky. They made their mistakes, but they didn't mean anything. They would have straightened out.
Yeah? Well, tell that to the saloon keeper.
He was a gambler. He was as bad as the others. A man who took advantage of drunks and fools.
But he was a man with as much right to live as anybody else. Barney and Chalky helped to take that right away from him. Look, Miss Dager, you can't excuse some people and not others. If you do, the law becomes meaningless.
If it treats everybody the same, it is meaningless. And if you think that way, too, you're meaningless. You're just an empty shell of a man standing on a mountaintop. Well, I hope it gets lonely there.
You ever stand all alone on a mountaintop, Quint?
Sometimes that's the only place where a man can think. Yeah, I've been there.
I think I'll go over to the epitaph and see Harris. Keep an eye on things, will you? Keep everybody away from him.
Including his sister?
She isn't everybody. Fastest issue of the epitaph I ever got out. Thanks to you, I don't get to sell a single copy. Just so long as the story sells. And I think our buyer just got here.
Who is he?
I think he's a member of the gang. If he is, he'll be a direct line to the others.
You planning on following him? I mean, going after them?
Oh, Harris, I haven't got any proof. Besides, after that article, I think they'll be looking for me and Barney. And I'd rather have them here than me there.
Yeah. Judging from the looks of him, I don't blame you.
I think you sold your story.
You and your fancy knife throwing. Maybe you need a little more practice.
I hear what I am, Paul.
Yeah? Barney's recovering. He's going to identify us. It's all over the front page of the paper. Never leave a wounded man behind to testify, he says. Too bad you didn't use a knife on Barney, too. Go ahead.
No. When the odds change, I stop playing. Now, let's talk about Barney Dager and his sister Sherry.
Killing a woman is where I draw the line.
Killing? Who said anything about killing? There's some people who are far more useful alive. Miss Dager's one of them. And this editor fellow might very well be another. I'm quite sure he's a pillar of Tombstone society.
You touch the editor and you're a dead man. Hollister will come after you.
Exactly, but he'll have Barney with him. Now, if the editor means so much to Hollister and to the town, I'm quite sure they'd be very glad to exchange Barney for him.
Yeah, well, how are we going to get the editor to come here?
We'll persuade him one way or the other. And then we have to pay a little visit to Miss Dager. She has to persuade Hollister to exchange Barney for the editor, or we kill the editor. Of course, unfortunately for him, he'll be dead as soon as it's all over. But then, so will Barney. Then there'll be nobody left who will dare offer to testify against Dirk Padella again.
Yeah. Mr. Cliven?
Yeah?
Now listen carefully. There's a gun trained on you across the street. Take your time. Turn around slow. And look up toward the roof of that building. There's two more besides that one on the street. Mine and another one near Dunbar Stable.
Well, what do you want?
He'll be covered all the way. Go to Dunbar's, pick up your horse, and ride out of town. Past Fremont first, and wait. And don't look for help from your friend Hollister. We waited for him to make his afternoon rounds. He's on the other side of town.
And you came to my ranch to tell me that?
I thought it was easier than having you visit me where you might be followed.
And if I don't persuade Clay Hollister to make the exchange?
Then Barney will probably die. Oh, no, I won't kill him. I like Barney. He's a good man. But if he stays in jail, state's witness or not, he'll undoubtedly swing for the murder of the saloon keeper.
I don't believe you.
That's your privilege. There's one other thing. If the exchange isn't effective within 24 hours, Your esteemed editor is going to be dead. Let's see what he has to say about that.
Don't do it. He's lying. They'll kill me anyway.
Now, I presume that you'll talk to Hollister?
October 20, 1885. A long day. And a day Sheriff Clay Hollister and the citizens of Tombstone would never forget.
He isn't anywhere in town, Clay. I've looked everywhere. If you were going somewhere, he would have told somebody. Left somebody in charge of the office. He usually does. Where you going? Over to Dunbar's. If he was going to leave town, he had to go by horse or buggy. Maybe they know something about it.
I've got to talk to you.
All right, go ahead, talk.
Not here. Oh, please, Sheriff. It's about Barney and the editor.
All right. You said you wanted to talk about Barney and the editor?
They're holding the editor hostage.
Who? Who's holding him?
The men in the gang that Barney and Chalky belong to.
Where are they now?
I don't know. They came to my ranch. They had Mr. Clybourne with them. They said that if you didn't exchange him with Barney, they'd kill the editor.
Well, is that all they said?
No. They said that if Barney stayed in jail, he'd hang for the murder of the saloon keeper.
Is that why you've come here?
I saw what they did to the editor. They beat him, but he's still alive, and I think he will be until they're through with him. I remembered what you said this morning about nobody caring about anyone else. And I suddenly realized you were right. I was wrong. Barney and Chalky were wrong. And now an innocent man is suffering because of it.
And that's why you came here?
Yes.
All right. You tell him I'll make the exchange, but on my terms. I'll have Barney at Chalky's funeral at Boot Hill Cemetery tomorrow. Tell him to have the editor there. That's where I'll make the exchange. Now I think you better see Barney.
Boot Hill, huh? Yeah, we'll be there with the editor. You know, he almost came back last night to see you, but decided against it. My friends are afraid of ghosts in the dark. We decided it'd be better in the daylight where we can see as well as being seen. And for once, I'm very glad I agreed with them. You look much better dressed like that. Softer and sleepy. I like it.
Thank you.
I shall be seeing you again.
I'll be looking forward to it. This morning. Boot Hill.
That's right. I'll be there. We'll all be there at poor Chalky's funeral. Good day, ma'am.
Hardly seems right somehow. Going to a funeral to pay your respects to the dead, wearing guns. Well, those guns keep a lot of people from paying their respects to you. I guess that's about it. You ready? Yep. Let's go.
wreck? Barney ain't with him.
Where'd you expect him to be? Dancing a jig in the streets? It's his brother's funeral. Barney's where he should be, in the buggy with his sister. Untie his hands. Take the gag out. We wouldn't want Hollister to think we've been mistreating his friends, would we?
Wait here.
I don't see Barney.
He's here, just like I promised you.
In the buggy?
No, in the hearse. Barney's dead. Harris!
Broken. Too bad. Clear. Havana tobacco. Rolled especially. For me.
You could have lied to me yesterday about Barney. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you told me then that Barney was dead. It helped make today a lot easier. Thank you.
No, thank you. In a town just full of people depending on other people, you were the only one who offered to help. That might make it easier from now on. You know, I'm going to be thinking about you. That might make me feel a little bit less like that man standing alone on his mountaintop. Well, you sure got your faith in human nature restored fast. Stick around. A couple of years, you may be old enough to understand.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Tombstone, Arizona Territory.
Harris? Quint? Clay, I'm glad you're back. There's something you ought to know.
Fine, in a minute. First, I want you to meet somebody. This game on a hand. Harris Clyburn, head of the epitaph. It's my deputy, Quint.
Miss Monahan?
All right, Smokey, line him out. Clay. Miss Monahan's a lawyer from the East. He's come out here to practice.
Well, welcome to Tombstone, Miss Monahan.
Thank you.
Miss Monahan, we'll stop by my office first. I'll take you over to your rooms at the Russ house.
Clay, listen,
I got you covered, Big Jim. Stand right where you are. Don't move any closer. Keep your hands away from your guns. Now, you're going to eat these lies you gave to the paper about me. You're going to take them back. What's it going to be, Big Jim? This or this?
It's going to be either one.
Are you on his side, too?
I'm not on anybody's side.
That includes your side, too, mister.
Now, you stay out of this, Clay. I'm warning
I
you.
want to see you down at the office.
Harris?
come on.
Who knows, Sheriff? You might have just saved my life.
It was Feeney's life that I was trying to save. I don't know you, mister, but I think you should know that in Tombstone we like even odds, especially in a gunfight.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. Tombstone Territory.
Maybe I was a little overly excited at first, but I ain't excited now, and it's about time you got back from where you've been. Now, I want you to arrest Clyburn here and Big Jim Gerson for printing them lies about me.
Feeney, I was quoting Gerson. That's my duty as a newspaper man. That doesn't mean I hold with his views.
Well, listen to this. Big Jim Gerson, president and principal stockholder of the Congress Mine, has dispensed with the services of Feeney Spindler, mine superintendent, since the strike was made 3 years ago. Gerson returned for the first time in 2 years from the East, where he's been making his home, to investigate an alleged slump in the ore output from the Congress. No charges will be brought to bear. What, that's the same thing as calling me a thief.
Possibly slander and libel.
What was that?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Besides, there ain't been no slump in the output from the Congress. I ought to know. I've been there myself all the time.
You know, Feeney, what you need's a lawyer, not a sheriff. Miss Monahan here just happens to be one.
One what?
A lawyer.
You mean she's a female lawyer?
If your statements are factual, Mr. Spindler, I would suggest you're serving Mr. Gerson immediately with a writ, ordering a cease mining operation until you can arrange for a hearing before the board of directors of the mine.
You would?
Yes. And mind you, I'm speaking as a registered member of the Vermont Bar.
Bar?
The Lawyers Association. And one of the finest in the country.
Why don't you leave it that way?
Sir?
I guess most men like girls with curls.
Well, I am not interested in what most men like, Mr. Clybourne. I adhere strictly to the rule, never mix business with pleasure. If you're interested in retaining me, Mr. Spindler, the writ will be ready first thing in the morning.
Well, I don't know. I ain't never seen a lawyer before who didn't wear pants.
Your meaning is quite clear.
All right. It's a deal. You're hired.
Fine. Sheriff,
Ma'am?
if you will bring a witness, preferably someone not associated with the law, you can call for the writ in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Good day, gentlemen.
I ain't never caught much of women myself. That's why I never got married.
It occurs to me that a bachelor misses something.
Well, take a look at that, would you? You know where that ice wagon's been? Up to the Congress, that's where. After returning from 2 years in the East, Mr. Gerson has to have his ice every day. Yes, sir.
Gerson has a private supply of ice stored in the ice house for his own use exclusively.
That ice house is practically overflowing with it.
Ice. Grown man like Big Jim Gerson taking his drinks mixed with ice in them. It's downright improper.
Harris, there's no need for both of us to go in. I'll just go see if she's out.
Oh, Miss Monahan is up. I'll just wait here and watch and listen.
Uh-huh. Morning.
Why, I must look a sight. It took longer than I planned. Almost all night, in fact. Oh, you'll have to have this court approved. Just any presiding signature will do.
Any presiding signature?
Yes. I mean a judge. Just any presiding judge. Sheriff? Is there something the matter?
Oh, nothing I can think of, ma'am. It's just your hair. I kind of like it this way. Morning, ma'am.
Sheriff, well, I often wear my hair this way. Well, I wouldn't want you to think that I had rearranged my hairdo just for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Clay, wait for me. I'm going along. Don't tell me there's a law again, because I know there ain't. I just want to see Gerson's face when you serve that writ on him.
All right, let's just get this approved.
Clay Hollister, you make me sick. Why don't you let me shoot?
Mostly because you're a bad shot.
Sheriff, I want to see Gerson. Come on!
Sorry, Sheriff. Just a morning shot. Didn't know it was you.
Not much you didn't know it was us. I'd like to see you flat instead of upright right now.
Yeah. There's going to be no trouble. I told you that before. And the first person who starts it will answer to me.
Bravo, Sheriff. Spoken like a man of conviction. Oh, you are a man of conviction, aren't you, Sheriff?
I'm convinced about some things. Others I let ride until they're proven. I'm hoping that this will help prove something.
Feeney, you're stale. Not old, just stagnant. Why, you haven't grown with an idea since I first met you. As far as I'm concerned, you or any other man without growth might just as well be dead.
Well, I'll show you how dead I am.
No. Harris. Mr. Gerson, ideas don't always help a man grow. Boot Hill is just full of small men with big ideas.
Here comes the ice wagon, Mr. Gerson.
It's a long, dry ride back. Before you go, perhaps you'd like a drink, chilled with ice.
That's where I'd like to see you, Gerson, on ice. Now, don't keep that gun-happy squirrel of yours away from me. That's where he'll end up, on ice. I'll see to it personally.
Perhaps some other time.
There'll be another time.
Looks like maybe Newton was wrong.
Newton?
Yeah, Sir Isaac. According to his theory, a wagon with ice should make a deeper track than a wagon without ice. These tracks leading out are deeper. Maybe Newton knew what he was talking about.
July 25, 1883.
Shall I send for Mr. Gerson? I already have. Come on, I can't get in with you standing in front of it.
Down here, Sheriff.
Yeah, he's frozen to death.
Must have been there all night.
I was in town. I heard you were looking for me.
Yes, I'd like you to make an identification.
Dusty. Frozen solid.
Must have been hit on the head before he was deposited here.
Dusty's a good man. Have you arrested Feeney yet? Now, both you and Clyburn were there yesterday when Feeney threatened to do this.
I don't usually arrest a man just for making threats.
Oh? But you do arrest people for murder, don't you, Sheriff?
Usually.
Good. Then you can detain Feeney. You can also tell the prosecution that I'll be at the trial as a witness.
But this whole thing's a frame-up. I tell you, I'm innocent.
Mr. Spindler, you are merely being detained, not arrested for murder. But if you don't stop shouting and help, it's just possible that you might hang.
I tell you, I'm innocent.
There it is. Let's go. Bird! Come on down.
Give me the line.
You know, you don't look so well, boy.
Why? I feel all right.
Oh, well, a lot of people feel all right, and then just like that, they're gone. But you needs a little rest. We're going to see that you get it.
Well, Sheriff, what can I do for you?
Serge Gray isn't feeling too well. I'm helping him out with his ice delivery.
Now, that's real nice of you, Sheriff, but we don't need any ice today. Still got plenty left over from yesterday.
You sure?
Mm-hmm, quite sure.
Well, then maybe you'd like something delivered back to town?
No, nothing, thanks.
Anytime. What do you think? Well, of course, the tracks are lighter since we dumped the ice, Clay. Yeah. Seems like this is the first time Gearson hasn't had something delivered back to town. Something heavier than ice. All right, Bird, let's go. Come on, open it up. Glenn, take that side. I'll go down here.
You won't find anything in here, Sheriff.
For your sake, I hope you're right.
Don't anybody go for guns, or you'll die a little sooner.
Let me see your back.
That's close enough, Sheriff. Drop your gun, Bill. The pick. That large center block of ice, chip into it.
Full of silver ingots?
Like the Sphinx, I thought my secret was safe. It was, up until now.
There's more over here, Clay.
That's right, Sheriff. A great deal more. Enough to retire for a lifetime in style. 2 lifetimes, matter of fact. You see, I'm meeting a very charming lady in Mexico. I can't waste much more time. Kelly, get that stuff loaded.
But what about afterwards?
Oh, afterwards, it's going to be very cold, but you ain't going to feel it, Verge.
I won't feel it.
Now, with the door shut, it's soundproof in here. Now, you're going to have to die sooner or later, Verge. Take a choice.
Please help me, Sheriff. I had nothing to do with this killing. Please help me.
Ain't no help, Verge. With you in a minute.
Well?
Well. Do you mean to say that you've had that in your trunk all the time?
You see, I thought it was important for me to prove myself as a lawyer. But I've discovered it's equally as important to prove myself as a woman.
Care for a postgraduate course?
Maybe. If I have time.
Time?
Yes. A friend of mine is arriving. Pemberton Brockway III. He's from home.
Army?
No. Military school. The uniforms are exciting, aren't they? You give up awfully easy.
Give up? I'm just wondering where I could get a uniform.
Some people don't need them.
What's the matter? You look like you just lost your best friend.
Who needs friends? Hey, Quint. You don't happen to have a uniform, do you?
No, why? Hey, you aren't thinking of joining up, are you?
No.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
But Sheriff Clay Hollister wasn't lulled by the quiet. From experience, he knew it could be the quiet before a storm. The storm was brewing a few miles away in the town of Quartz Hill, where Marshal Vern Fawcett was taking one of the notorious Holcomb brothers into custody.
All right, Holcomb. Up. I said up.
You sure you want me to do this, Marshal?
I'm sure. Now get up.
I'm going to make you a deal. You forget all about this. And don't worry about that tin horn that said I did the killing. I'll take care of him. And then I promise you, Marshal, on my honor, nothing will happen to you.
What are you talking about? Do you think...
I don't think anything, lawman. I know. You just don't go around locking up one of us Holcombs. Especially Braid Holcomb. Didn't you hear about that back in Tombstone?
Yeah, I heard about the Holcombs a long time ago. Now, let's go.
And you're just not acting real smart, Marshal. Are you?
We'll see. Now, move.
Once you lock me in that jail, you're a dead man. I'm not fooling with you. I'm telling you straight.
I'll take my chances. Now, get in there.
You're not taking any chance. I just gave you the only one you're gonna get. Marshal. Open it. And fast. But you heard about the Holcombs. I warned you, nobody locks us up. And when they do, they gotta know more than you do. I'm gonna kill you, Marshal. Move.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. November 10, 1883. The news of the killing of Braid Holcomb by lawman Vern Fawcett had just hit the telegraph wires.
Morning, Harris. I guess the normal greeting for a newspaper editor is, any news?
When you're answering a sheriff, the reply usually is, it looks like there's trouble.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Dispatch from Quartz Hill. Vern Fawcett arrested Braid Holcomb. Holcomb apparently tried to escape. Vern killed him.
Oh. Killing anybody is unhappy business, even for a marshal in the line of duty.
It must be, because Vern turned in his badge yesterday. Quit cold.
Well, just because of the shooting?
Dispatch doesn't say. Just says that Holcomb's two brothers and their cousin are out gunning for Vern right now.
I didn't think Vern had run.
I don't know. They seem to think he's heading back to Tombstone.
I hope not. That could mean trouble for his family.
Yeah, family feuds come easy for gunslicks like the Holcombs.
And for some nice people, too, like the Fawcetts.
What do you mean?
Well, Vern's brother and father come to a boil a lot quicker than some people. And if the Holcombs start riding them...
Yeah, you're right.
I'd best go out and talk to Ben and Gabe.
Good. I'll go with you. My horse is down at the livery stable. Why don't you pick me up as you pass that... Didn't waste any time getting here, did they?
We're gonna waste less time leaving. Wait here, Harris. Hunk? Tip? I guess this must be the cousin, huh? You boys have come to town looking for trouble. You can stop right here.
You mean that bushwhacker Fawcett? Even he wouldn't be fool enough to come here. Everybody knows this is where his family lives.
Then why have you come to Tombstone?
We thought we might mind our own business. You ever try that, Sheriff?
Yeah, once that I can remember. Isn't that why two of you spent last spring in jail here?
Yeah. Put on 6-7 pounds. Just eating, doing nothing.
Well, you go right on doing nothing. Because if you do anything, you'll be lucky just to wind up in jail.
Sheriff, you'd be surprised just how lucky we can be.
You got until dark to clear out and stay out.
And if we don't?
Then your luck will have run out. You've got less than 5 hours.
Trouble?
Could be. I'm gonna ride out and see Gabe and Ben. I'll be back as quick as I can. You keep an eye on them, right?
Hey, it's the sheriff, Pa.
So it is. Haven't seen Clay in quite a while. Well, good seeing you.
Gabe,
Clay.
Ben?
You looking for something, Sheriff?
Oh, no, just noticing your hand. For just the two of you, you do a real good job. You know, if I had a spread like this, I'd quit my job so quick it'd make your head spin.
Maybe, maybe not. The lawman in our family don't feel that way.
Maybe Vern does. When was the last time you heard from him?
We got a letter last week.
Clay, there's something on your mind. What is it?
You don't know?
No, what?
Vern turned in his badge yesterday.
Do you know why?
All we know is that he quit his job right after he killed Braid Holcomb. And Braid's two brothers and his cousin are out after him.
You saying Vern yellered out?
I'm not saying anything.
You're sure hinting it, though.
Ben, please. You figured Vern came back, huh?
I just hope that he hadn't.
Don't worry. The Holcombs show their ugly faces around here. They'll get them blown clear off.
Holcombs are my problem, not yours, either of you. Is that clear?
Listen, if they come gunning for us or Vern, then the only thing
Don't get so all fired excited, Ben. You already seen the Holcombs?
They're around. And if Vern shows up, I want you to keep him out of sight.
You mean hide like he's scared? Maybe you think he is.
Clay, you're the law here, but you got to do something fast. If we get in trouble with the Holcombs, we'll blow them clear into the next county.
You remember, Gabe. I've warned you.
Come on up to the house and see if your brother's home.
There? Oh, they didn't even know what had happened. What about them?
They're still in the Alhambra.
Probably stoking up on Dutch courage.
Yeah. Think there'll be trouble even if Vern doesn't show up?
Even if. I hope he's 1,000 miles away from here by now.
Something wrong? You two look like you've just seen a ghost.
Maybe we have. Name of Vern Fawcett?
Ex-Marshal Vern Fawcett had returned to Tombstone, and a welcoming committee comprised of the Holcombs was waiting for him just across the street.
The way you two jumped when I came in, I thought maybe I'd done something wrong.
You have, Vern.
Wrong? In resigning?
Coming back to Tombstone.
I put his horse out back, Clay.
Thanks.
Why? I've got as much right to be here in Tombstone as the next man, even more.
Maybe he doesn't know what happened since he quit.
You think they ran me off? The Holcombs?
Something did. What?
I'll tell you what. That star that you're wearing. A badge that gives one man the right to gun another one.
It also makes a very good target. Men get killed wearing it.
You shot men, Clay. I never did. You squeeze that trigger. You feel that gun jump in your hand. You watch a man as he crumbles, sprawls. Then you hear that rattle in his throat.
Vern.
Yeah?
The Holcombs are across the street right now, just waiting to get even. We're lucky they didn't see you when you rode up.
You mean you're letting them stay?
Not stay, just wait. Look, I don't like killing any more than you do. Killing or being killed.
Clay didn't want to do anything until he was sure you and your family were safe.
Where do you think you're going? Over there to face 3 guns? Are you prepared for that?
I'm going to ride out to the ranch. Maybe stop by and tell Sally I'm back.
Sally?
Sally Reed, my girl.
No, you're not. You're going out that back door and you're going to make tracks for Tucson.
Run out now when I know they're here?
I think that's what you want, too, Vern. Look, it happens to everybody one time or another. Something about seeing another man die makes you sick. But there's nothing to be ashamed of in getting buck fever.
No matter how I feel, I can't run out on Sally, or my dad, or my brother.
You're not running out, Vern.
You just ride to Tucson. Sit tight. I promise you I'll talk to Ben and Gabe and make them understand that you're doing it for their sake.
And if I won't?
And you're going into one of those cells. Protective custody.
Don't you mean you're going to have to put me in?
You want to make a break? Go ahead. Try it.
No. I can't, Clay.
All right. Now, once you get to Tucson, you wire me. You'll be back in Tombstone just as soon as the Holcombs leave.
Road to Tucson goes by the crossroads to their ranch.
I know it. I want to make sure that he goes right on past. I want to follow him. I want to talk to Gabe and Ben. And once they know that he's in Tucson, they may follow him. Until we're sure that the Holcombs really are gone. Oh, and if they start making trouble, try to stall them until I get back.
This is driving me wild. We just can't go on waiting here forever. Here's your gun, Pa.
Get your own gun cleaned. If he's not here by the time you're ready, the 2 of us are going into town. We're not going to let him face 3 guns all by himself. All right, let's go. We'll cut across to the back road.
The back road, Pa?
If they are waiting for Vern or us, I don't figure to ride into a trap.
You're right. Maybe surprise will help us when it's 2 against 3.
Could be 2 against 4 if that sheriff gets in the way. Nobody's going to hang around gunning for us or Vern. Come on.
Let's sit down. I'll go take a look.
Anything?
No. We're running out of time.
I thought you were so sure that tin badge would run out and tell his old man we were here.
If they're waiting for us, we're sure not going to disappoint them. One more drink and we'll start riding.
Gabe? Ben!
Check your gun. Gabe, get off the street.
Get a gun.
Gabe! Get back here! I'll cover you! Ben!
Looks like the Holcombs will be staying in town after all. She was alive.
You were right, Clay. Buck fever's like anything else. Give it the right medicine and it'll burn itself out.
Gabe! Well, how you two fellas doing?
Well, Ben's fine, just a little nick.
Huh?
Doc Cunningham says I can throw this thing away pretty soon now.
Well, I got a fair exchange for you. I got one of these as deputy. I'll trade it to you for that cane.
No thanks, Clay. I think I'll see how good I can do with a rope and a branding iron and Sally if she'll still have it.
She better have you or the whole Fawcett tribe will come after her roaring for trouble.
All I ask is when she says yes, you tell me. The epitaph can use a social, civilized item for a change.
Lots of luck, folks.
Right.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Me first, gentlemen. This ought to run close to $9,000. Much better than last time. Get the driver's body off and wait for me at Indian Springs.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened in the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. Another Argus wagon ambushed, 2 more brutal killings, and now, for the first time, committed in the jurisdiction of Clay Hollister, sheriff of Tombstone.
Driver and the shotgun guard from the Argus mine shipment.
Wait here.
You think it's the same 3 men?
If you want to call them men. Last month, they hit that first wagon over here by Pantano. 2 weeks later, they ambushed the second wagon, Sonoita. And day before yesterday, they're clear down here.
Every time it's a wagon belonging to Argus.
Yeah. Well, come on, Quint. Let's go report the robbery to Whitaker.
Right. And all three of them got away? Makes you look kind of foolish, don't it, Sheriff?
Oh, come on, Burgess. The sheriff isn't responsible for the entire Arizona territory.
He's responsible for Cochise County. You don't even know who you're looking for.
I know what I'm looking for, Burgess. That's how they get their information. They must have known where each of those shipments was heading and along what trail.
Now, Clay, you've seen how cautious we've been. We've followed every suggestion you've made.
Each time the wagon was carrying what you people call a small shipment of silver.
That's true. Less than $10,000 in silver ingots. The big shipments haven't been touched.
Any explanation?
Yeah, big shipments have 2 or 3 guards. Do that with a small load and it'll get through.
He's got a point.
Sure, he's got a point. An experienced guard costs $100 a day. Men like Bat Masterson, even more. You put 2 or 3 of those on our small shipments, there goes our entire margin of profit.
When's our next wagon going out?
I'm not certain.
I'm driving that wagon myself, guard or no guard.
Thanks, Burgess. I'll think it over.
You think he means it?
I believe he does. I also believe that if he does take the next wagon out, there's a good possibility that it won't be attacked.
Meaning?
Clay, there are 5 men who know the details of our silver shipments. 4 of them are officers of the company. The 5th man is Burgess.
You think he could be the contact with the killers?
I don't know.
There's one way to find out for sure. Let him drive that next shipment. I'll ride shotgun.
You're the sheriff. You call it.
I've called it.
These go to Globe, and this bundle's for Tucson. Thanks.
How many papers do you send out, Harris?
About 700 now. The epitaph practically saturates the territory.
I can believe that. I even found a piece of your front page out where that last Argus wagon was ambushed.
Is that your only clue?
You can call it that.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Whitaker.
Suppose you can find advertising space for this in tomorrow morning's paper?
Mr. Whitaker, for an ad that big, I'll print a new page.
I'll see you later.
Oh, Clay, if you got a moment, I'd like to talk to you.
All right, I'll wait outside.
Good.
Still short-handed, huh?
Yes, can you read it all right?
Steady jobs in Tombstone for dependable men.
Set it up in that big black type. I'd kind of like to attract the attention of the out-of-town readers.
Let's see. Immediate openings for 10 drillers, also pushers, teamsters, and hard rock miners. Highest pay.
Just set it up like the other ads.
Sure will. And, thanks, Mr. Whitaker.
Just bring some help to Tombstone. Clay, you still willing to ride guard on our next wagon?
Of course.
You'll be riding with Burgess.
Does he know about it?
No.
Well, when do we leave?
Monday morning, 8 o'clock. Sure hope I'm wrong about him.
Just have to wait and see.
Clay, I'm glad you brought the wagon back. Where'd you find it?
Not far from Indian Springs. Horses had been unhitched and they were grazing nearby.
How do you figure it?
I don't know. Looked like 3 horses left the scene of the ambush, but only 2 of them were being ridden. One man must have driven the wagon and left it near Indian Springs.
Well, it's all loaded and ready to go. I hope we don't lose it this time. Here comes Burgess. I'll let you break the news to him.
Well, Hollister, what are you doing here?
Oh, I thought you might need some help on this run.
Don't know as I do. From you, that is.
Well, you're going to get it anyway. I've decided to ride shotgun for you.
Oh? When did you decide?
A couple of days ago.
Kept it a secret, huh? You and Whitaker. So I'm the one who's been tipping off them bushwhackers.
You just concentrate on getting this wagon through to Tucson.
Was I you, Hollister, I wouldn't trust me any further than I could throw one of them 90-pound ingots we're hauling. Have a cigar.
No, thank you.
Just a little rock slide, Sheriff.
I don't like the look of it.
What's the matter? You nervous? You mean I'm going to have to go out there and clear them rocks by myself, huh?
I'll cover you.
I'll tell you what, Hollister. I'll stay here and you go out there and clear them rocks. Wait till I see that Whitaker accusing a man just because... Burgess! I'm all right. Stay under cover. Never figured they'd jump us, Sheriff. Sorry. I've always had a big mouth.
I'm sorry, too. I guess we had you figured wrong.
You all right? Better than him. Who is he?
Don't know. Never saw him before.
Wake me up when we get back to Tombstone.
I'm very grateful that Burgess is alive. Clay, I sure owe him an apology.
Yeah. I guess we misjudged him.
Oh, that killer you brought in, who's he?
Body's still unidentified.
And the other two men?
I only saw their backs as they were riding away.
Well, don't feel too badly about it, Clay. Burgess is alive. You did bring back the silver.
There is one thing. I was wondering if there could be any...
Yes?
Sorry, the clerk said to come in.
Oh, I imagine you're looking for a job?
Yeah, that's right, a job.
I'm sorry I can't see you now. Just wait in the hall.
Yes, sir.
You were saying?
Oh, nothing, just that there's no new evidence. I'll let you know if anything comes up.
Oh, thanks, Clay. Thanks for everything you've done.
Clay Hollister had found newspaper clippings from the epitaph at the scene of both robberies of the silver shipments from the Argus mines. For some reason, he had not mentioned it to the mine superintendent, John Whitaker.
Guess you heard we had a little trouble.
Yeah. You know better than to come into Tombstone.
That 10-star didn't recognize me.
Doesn't make any difference.
He'll never get us.
No one will if you follow orders. Just keep on storing the silver at Indian Springs. Now go find yourself a new man to work with. Keep on taking your orders from my ads. From now on, I never want to see you in Tombstone, do you hear?
I heard you.
Hi, Harris. How about a game of cribbage?
Sure. Well, how's your puzzle coming?
Puzzling. Whitaker keeps changing the route of silver delivery to Tucson, and he still keeps getting robbed. It just doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense to somebody. Somebody's making a fortune.
Yeah. Harris, do you remember that piece of your front page that I found out where the other Argus wagon was held up?
Yeah. The October 11th issue, you said.
Uh-huh. Did Whitaker have a want ad in that issue?
Well, I don't know. Let's find out.
What about our game?
Later, Quinn.
Later. Later.
Good thing I keep a complete file of the epitaphs, or you never would solve any of your crimes.
I'm glad it makes you feel needed. Where's the paper?
Let's see. You said October 11th.
One of Whitaker's ads, all right. And I took this one off of the outlaw who was killed.
Well, that's Whitaker's latest ad. Here. There it is.
Printed 4 days before Burgess and I were ambushed. You know, Harris, this hold-up gang may be getting information on time, destination, and route of these shipments from a code in these ads.
Well, how? John Whitaker writes these ads himself.
I know, but Burgess and Whitaker are the only two men outside of the owners of the Argus who had the information on these shipments. And Burgess cleared himself yesterday. Harris, I need your help. I want to go over every one of Whitaker's ads, and if there's a code, we'll break it.
All right. Let's start here and work back.
And the Pantano robbery checks, too. This ad told the killers where to go and when to get there.
Well, it looks like we've broken their code. But I wish we had a few more cases to go on so we could be sure.
No. More cases mean more killings. I hope that Whitaker's next move is to send the bullion by way of Fairbanks again. A repeat shipment would give us the final check on the code that we need.
Yeah. Are you going to ride shotgun?
You just let me know the minute that Whitaker brings in the next ad. I'll ride shotgun, all right. Maybe to Fairbanks or maybe someplace else.
Carol.
You calling me, sir?
Yes. I want you to take this ad to the epitaph for tomorrow's newspaper. And then, if you don't mind, stop in and see the sheriff and ask him to come see me at his convenience.
Yes, sir.
According to this, you'll need that next Tuesday.
Whitaker's ad?
Yep. Have you talked to him yet?
No, I sent Quint instead. Need 6 drillers at once. Now, drillers, that's the code word for Fairbanks, and 6 is the desert trail.
Apply 7 a.m. Tuesday. That's when the shipment leaves, right?
Right. When does this get printed?
Tomorrow. He wants to see a proof this afternoon.
All right. Print it just this way. but only for those papers that are going to stay right here in town. What did Whitaker want?
A guard. You, preferably. For a silver shipment he's sending to Tucson by way of Fairbanks.
When?
Early next week. He said the exact day would depend on when he has a good driver available.
Did he mention a route?
Oh, he said he'd talk that over with you.
Yeah. He's still being careful that nobody finds out too much, except for his own gun slicks. Well, we'll just have to see that the gun slicks are far away from Fairbanks. All right, Whitaker will see his ad. Just as it's written here, just as he wants it. For the out-of-town papers, make it read like this.
Change 6 drillers to 8 hard rock miners and make the departure time 4 hours later.
That's right. I want to give those outlaws plenty of time to locate a good ambush spot on the canyon trail to Tanque Verde.
Flagstaff, needs it for Phoenix, needs for Prescott. That's it. Get in.
There they go, Clay. Those copies have Whitaker's ad with the changes you made. Local edition, word for word, the way Whitaker wrote it.
Good enough. Brent and I are seeing Whitaker on Monday. We got a story cooked up that'll keep him happy until Tuesday.
Well, this about tomorrow, gentlemen?
Either Quentin or I are riding on that shipment to Fairbanks tomorrow.
Why, Clay? It's a little late to get other guards, and I don't think I should postpone it.
Well, you don't have to postpone it. Send it without guards. Got this message from the sheriff of Pima County.
Argus gang reported seen in Tucson and heading west. Large cash silver ingots located and being held in Tanque Verde. Suggest Argus authorities try to identify as loot from recent robberies. Tanque Verde? Why, that's impossible.
Impossible, Mr. Whitaker?
Well,
it's worth looking into, even if the mill stamps have been hammered out.
They have been hammered out?
Yes, but you should be able to identify ingots from your own crushing mill anyway, shouldn't you?
Why, yes, I should be able to recognize them. What do you want me to do, Clay?
You drive a wagon to Tanque Verde yourself. Quentin and I'll ride shotgun on whatever you bring back.
Fine. But you sure that wagon to Fairbanks won't be waylaid?
I'm sure of it.
Looks like we got us an alert shotgun rider today.
Well, you know how these kids are. Stay up all night and still expect to do a good job in the morning.
Are we ready to go?
Now, why don't you grab yourself a couple of winks so you'll do us some good on the way back with the silver?
Oh, I could sure use it.
Sound asleep. I guess we really don't need him with an empty wagon.
Nope.
Reach up. You're covered front and rear. Don't shoot. It's Whitaker.
Hold him.
Hold it. You won't need those guns.
Drop it. Start climbing. Real nice shooting back there, Quint. Especially for a fellow who's fast asleep.
Sure put him to sleep.
Time to wake him up. Come on, Whitaker, get up. Can't lie there all day. Gotta make room for some friends of yours. You won't have any trouble identifying.
Come on, get up in there.
The whole territory will be interested in today's paper, Clay.
Hey, it seems kind of light, Harris. What's the matter? Not as much advertising as usual?
I'm not complaining. At the rate Whitaker was robbing the Argus mines, they couldn't have paid the bills much longer anyway.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Get back inside!
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. Sunday, May 20, 1882. The Tombstone Bank had been robbed in the dark hour before dawn, and an innocent bystander had been killed by the fleeing gunman.
Todd, stay here. Sam and I are riding down to the Jensen's. Cover us.
Dan, there are 3 riders up on the hill, and 2 of them have started down.
Yeah?
Maybe you better get your gun.
You expecting trouble?
Are you? The man in the lead is riding a sorrel like Ben rides.
Inside, honey.
No.
I said inside.
And I said no.
Look, do you trust me?
Yes, I trust you, Dan, but I'm going to stay.
Somebody up the hill told us this was the Jensen farm. I guess you must be Dan Jensen. And you, lady, you must be Hope Jensen.
You want something?
Sort of. But it's business. Or when men talk, most ladies leave the room. All right, tell her, Danny. Tell her you asked us here. The sooner she leaves us alone, the sooner we go.
Go ahead, honey. Go on. Go ahead. Just shut your mouth. What do you want?
Give him the bag.
Why?
I'm appointing you my banker, Danny. Go on, take it, boy. It'll make you the richest banker in the territory.
I said why.
Because I told you to. Because that girl in there deserves a chance to spend the rest of her life with you. And she'll do anything you say, Danny. You just take that money here and put it away for your friends, and there won't be any trouble. If you don't, there's nothing but trouble.
Why me, Ben? You could...
No more arguments. I said give him the bag.
Will you be back?
Well, I think it's time.
You swear no trouble if I do it.
That's what I said. Come on.
Oh, I was just leaving you a note.
What about?
About the bank? Any news? Yeah, it was robbed. Well, thanks for the exclusive. But everybody in town already knows that.
Does everybody in town know who did it?
No. But they suspect you'll find out.
And I'll find out who killed the handyman.
Now, take it easy, Clay. It's not your fault the bank was robbed.
It's somebody's fault, Harris. 3 men ride into town, break into the bank, kill a man, and just ride out of town again. And you know why they thought they could get away with it? Because there's just me and one deputy to take care of the whole...
Sheriff Hollister, I'm Hope Jensen. I'd like to talk to you whenever...
Come in, man. This is Harris Clyburn, editor of the Epitaph.
Miss Jensen.
You got here just in time to stop me from blowing my top.
He means you almost got here in time.
I'll talk to you later. Just wait till you hear me on the subject of newspaper prices.
It's nice to meet you, Miss Jensen.
Thank you.
Will you sit down, ma'am? Now, how may I help you?
Sheriff. Look inside. Is it from the bank?
Maybe you better tell me.
Well, 2 men rode into our place this morning. With that. They gave it to my husband. He hid it. I watched. Later I found it and I brought it here.
Sheriff, I don't know why Dan took it. I just
Now,
want you to
Mrs.
help
Jensen,
him, please.
getting
I'm
upset
afraid.
isn't going to help. Now, please sit down. Now, Dan, he's your husband?
Yes. We have a farm 9 miles out on the Benson Road. These 3 men.
You said 2.
Oh, did I? Well, there were 3.
Then why did you say 2?
Well, only 2 rode in. The other man stood as a kind of lookout, I guess.
I see. Did you know them?
No. No, I don't know them.
Did your husband?
No.
Quint. Ackley. Lock that in the safe. This is my deputy, Quint, Mrs. Jensen.
Ma'am?
Now, I suggest you stay here until I get back. Your husband, Dan, will be with me. Dan Jensen?
Yeah.
I'm Clay Hollister.
You the sheriff?
That's right. I'd like to talk to you for a minute. Your wife's in my office, Mr. Jensen.
Why?
She brought me something.
You know what? Well, what'd she bring you?
Money. A whole sack full of it. The money belongs to the Tombstone Bank. Would you like to tell me why you had it, Mr. Jensen? Your wife has already told me how you got it, but I want to hear it again from you. I'm waiting, Mr. Jensen.
Hope's in your office?
That's right.
Well, this is the truth, Sheriff. I kept the money because they threatened Hope. She didn't know that, but they meant it. I know them.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Let's go.
Don't move, Sheriff. There are 2 guns pointed at you. So you told the law, huh, Danny?
No. Now listen to me a minute, Ben.
Listen? Listen to what? He give you our money, lawman?
Your money?
Where is it, Dan?
I don't know.
You don't. Get off that horse. You too, Dan. Take his guns. The sheriff even itches himself. Kill him. The money.
I haven't got it.
Who has? Where is it? Dard, find out where it is.
You're wasting your time, Ben.
How do you know?
Because it's where you can't get it.
Hold it. Where?
Back in Tombstone.
Is he telling us the truth? The money's back in Tombstone? How did you get it? Your wife. I warned you, Dan.
You can't hurt her. She's safe.
Safe, huh? In Tombstone. So you got the money, huh, Sheriff? She brought it to you. Well, Sheriff, we've got you. Tell me, what do you think you're worth? I figured just about as much as you stole from us.
It might not work.
You better hope it does, Sheriff. Sit down. Let's see how well you can write, Sheriff.
You call it.
Being detained, still alive, give bearers the money, or I'm dead. Sign it. Clay Hollister. You write well, Sheriff.
You sound like you've had lots of experience with this sort of thing.
Todd, you and Sam take him into town. Get that money back. Well, if they don't, they've got a dead sheriff.
What do you mean, take him with us?
Just that. Ride right up to the sheriff's office, but one of you stay outside with him. Make it look like he's one of us.
Suppose he tries.
He won't, because one of you is going to be in a position to kill his wife. And I'll kill his friend here for sure. He knows that, don't you, Danny?
Suppose they try and follow us.
They won't. Make it clear. Any tricks is no deal. They never get Hollister.
After we get the money, what about him?
Bring him back.
Yeah, then what?
Well, Danny Boy's going to ride with us for a while.
And?
I'll let you know later. Now get moving. A lot of money for a dead sheriff.
You sound real pleased, Ben.
Why not?
Well, the way I see it, the odds have changed. They're 1-to-1 now.
Later the same day, May 20, 1882.
A note from your sheriff.
Being detained but still alive. Give them the money or I'm dead. Play Hollister. What's the meaning of this?
Just what it says. Hollister, he won't be back. Not unless we get the money. Dan outside. He told me to tell you that.
You're lying. Dan wouldn't say that.
Go to the door. Ask him yourself. But no further. I wouldn't. Because if I don't come out, the others will blast their way in here. And if we don't all come back, you do have a dead sheriff.
Dan, is it true? Is it true?
Do what he says. Give him the money.
You all heard him. The money.
Supposing we do give you the money, how do we know you won't kill him?
You don't. I guess that's a chance you'll have to take. Of course, you've got some time to think it over. I'm giving you 30 seconds, starting now.
I'll give him the money. Can't be any more killing. Tell him to give it to him.
You've only got 15 seconds.
Please give him the money.
Why? What guarantee can you give us they won't kill Clay even if we do?
He said so.
He did.
Time's up. What's it gonna be?
Quint, open the safe. Give him the money. You agree?
Yeah, I have to agree.
You did the right thing.
We'll soon see, won't we?
Yeah. Try anything. Follow me, and your sheriff's a dead man.
Maybe they got lost, Ben. Or maybe you've got this thing figured all wrong.
What do you mean?
Well, if your boys like money as much as you do, they might be on their way over the border with it right now.
Don't try that on me, Hollister.
Well, you can't blame them. Everything they know, they learn from you.
Shut up.
Yeah, and once they're over the border, they're rich men. And you? You'll just be a killer who's going to hang for his killing.
I'm warning you, Hollister.
Well, you better do it fast. Because if your boys are on their way back here and my deputy's following them, they might hear the shot. They'd come riding in here.
You're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you right now.
No, you're not. Not until you get your money, you're not. You see, you might need me. They might demand another note before they turn it over to you.
Yeah, you got that figured right. It's getting late.
Frankly, I'm in no hurry for them to get back. The odds are still 1-to-1.
But I've got the gun.
I can wait. Can you?
We haven't much time. Why did you come to the sheriff, Miss Jensen? Who sent you?
No one sent me.
Did your husband send you?
No. And he didn't kill the man in the robbery because he wasn't there.
If what you say is true, he can't be too deeply involved. Not yet. At most, he's an accessory to a robbery.
What are you trying to say?
Only that if you know anything that you're not telling us about the men involved in this, you'd be helping your husband by saying so.
Well, maybe you're right. But there's a man dead. And if Dan had anything to do with it, they might hang him, and I can't help hang my husband.
And what happens to him if Clay Hollister is killed?
I can't tell you anything.
And your husband? You feel you're helping him?
I don't know. All I know is he's alive, and I want to make sure that he stays that way. At any cost.
Tell me one thing. How do you decide?
Decide what?
Who's to live and who's to die? That's what you're doing, you know. And you haven't the right. No one has.
I don't care who lives or dies. I only care about Dan and me.
So you're willing to kill someone who tried to help him and you?
No, I'm not.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Miss Jensen. I don't want to hurt you. But I do want to save a life.
There were 3 men. 2 of them you've seen. I don't know them, but the leader is a man called Ben. Ben Jensen. He's Dan's brother.
His brother?
He has a place out near ours, to the east.
The first place to the east?
Yes. It's best you approach it from the corral side.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Let me see it. You think you're smart, don't you?
One to one and no gun. I like it that way.
I'll get him.
Don't go for your gun, Todd. Forget it. On your feet.
Hold it.
Drop the gun. Where's Dan Jensen?
He's wounded. The editor's back there with him.
Take care of these two. There's one more inside that I want to see to personally.
Editor, there is no excuse. You know the price of newspaper.
Sheriff, I just came from the hospital, and Dan's going to be all right.
Oh, good.
Looks like our troubles are over. I want to thank you.
Well, at least Ben Jensen won't be troubling you anymore. Looks like he'll be staying right here for good.
I'm sorry I had to be so rough, Miss Jensen, but I'm surprised.
You're surprised?
Well, if you thought your husband was being pressured by someone, why didn't you talk it over with him? Like a husband and wife.
You never would have thought he was part of that gang if you had.
Well, maybe it's a lesson that Dan and I have learned. Well, goodbye and thanks again. You wives must be terribly understanding. I mean, for you to be able to tell them everything.
Oh, well, I'm not...
Me either.
I didn't think so.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Sam Edwards, convicted of armed robbery and murder, was sentenced to death by hanging.
He's gonna hang in the morning, Clay.
Lock him up. And take his belt.
Okay. Mind if I talk to your prisoner?
Not if he doesn't. You carrying any weapons?
Just my pencil.
Well, I don't guess Edwards can write his way out of jail.
Edwards?
What do you want?
I'm Harris Clyburn, editor of the Epitaph.
I robbed the man. He pulled a gun and I shot him. 3 witnesses saw it and they're going to string me up in the morning. That's it. That's the whole story, newsman.
Just like that. Any regrets?
Yeah. I regret they caught me.
I want to see my brother.
All right. Put your gun belt on the table.
Now get out of here.
Who's that?
Newspaper editor.
What do you want?
Story of my life. Never mind him.
I stopped by to tell you not to worry.
Not to worry. They're going to string me up in the morning and you're telling me not to worry.
Just shut up and get some sleep tonight.
John, I want to sleep tomorrow night.
Just don't worry. I'll take my gun.
Short visit, Mr. Edwards.
Well, I've got a deadline to meet, Mr. Newsman. And, don't write the obituary yet.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. November 8, 1881. Violence was not uncommon in Tombstone, but it wasn't every day a man was hanged. And many of the citizens were up earlier than usual.
And he ordered twice as big a breakfast as the two of us put together.
Maybe he's just putting on an act.
If it's an act, it's a good one. He finished every bite of it.
Yeah. Something tells me that Sam Edwards doesn't think he's gonna hang.
Neither does his brother.
All right, Clint, bring him out.
Time to go, Sam. Hey, you want this?
What did you think I was going to do, Sheriff? Hang myself?
Put the cuffs on him, Clint. Goodbye, Edwards.
I don't like goodbyes.
Hold it right there.
come from my brother. You better listen close, lawman. This cord on my boot, it goes to a spring, hooked to the trigger of a loaded rifle. Now, the rifle is aimed dead center at a full box of dynamite. You shoot me, my leg will relax. This town of Tombstone will be just one big hole in the ground.
Sort of looks like a standoff, don't it? I can't shoot you. You can't take Sam.
We got no standoff. Hey, you! Cut him loose. Send him down here, quick! Guess he didn't hear me. Cut him loose, quick.
I'll just take this.
He's got a dead man switch triggered to a case of dynamite, Clay.
That's not all I've got, Sheriff. Sam, throw back that cover. Oh, he's not dead, Sheriff. Won't do me no good dead. Lift him up, Sam. Take off the gag. Whatever you have to do, Clay.
No, Harris, it isn't just you. There really is dynamite in that box. It'd blow up the whole town. And you and Sam.
Sam was gonna die anyway. I just shot your hangman. There's not much difference between hanging and blowing up. You die both ways. One's just noisier.
There are things worse than hanging or blowing up, Edwards. I'm gonna be following you.
Yeah. You do that, Sheriff. And take your time. We got a long way to go. I told you not to worry.
That's what you told me.
November 8, 1881. Clay Hollister decided on a plan of action. He was determined to find a way to capture the Edwards brothers.
Quint, give me your shirt. I want you to take 2 men and follow that wagon. I want John Edwards to think that I'm one of you. So stay in plain sight and out of rifle range. And don't you fire at them. If Edwards relaxes that leg, that dynamite will blow.
What are you going to do?
And I don't know for sure. But sooner or later, they're going to have to separate themselves from that dynamite. And I'm going to be there when they do.
That sheriff's following, all right. He's got 2 men with him. But he's keeping his distance.
Yep. Hey, let's get that thing unhooked. You can't keep your leg like that forever.
Now, relax. I'm running this. If I weren't, you'd be dead now. You try that again and I'll kill you.
I have a feeling that's what you have in mind anyway.
They're getting a little closer. See if you can get one of them. The middle one.
They're not close enough to hit.
They'll stay on your heels.
I hope so. I sure hope so. I'm counting on that.
I don't know what you have in mind, but Hollister won't give up.
He can follow us forever, and that's a long time.
Not in your case, Sam. Or yours.
Whoa! Oh!
Now what?
Sam, reach down and take hold of the cord. Hurry!
Why?
Quick, just take the cord. Now keep the tension on it. You got it?
Yeah?
Oh, man. I had a cramp in my foot.
Anybody hurt? No, I think they were just measuring distance, Clay. Keep dogging them. We'll get our chance.
Right. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Hey, can't you miss some of those bumps? You drive like we're carrying a sack of wheat.
Bump won't hurt that stuff. The weather's too cold. Besides, we don't have much further to go. We're almost there. If we get by this, we're free and clear and on our way to Durango. Wolf.
What's the matter?
I just told this newspaper man where we're headed. You know, you're running into a lot of hard luck.
Well, we can go somewhere else, John.
After we make this turn up here, we're going to stop and unload. Make sure that posse keeps its distance. The other end of this tunnel should be 2 horses, saddles, and some grub. Go see if they're there.
Everything's there.
Sure. I planned it. Stand up. Okay, Sam. Don't move until I tell you to. Reach in the back there. Move the dynamite away from the rifle. Okay, after I'm down, take him about 10 feet inside the tunnel. Use him as a shield. Okay, go ahead. Get moving. Would have worked just fine. These are fused for 10 seconds. Get the horses. When they're ready, call me.
What are you going to do with him?
I think I can answer that.
We're not going to do anything with him. The dynamite is.
John, let's go!
I'm going to have to leave you. After all this trouble, I'd be ashamed to blow myself up, too.
Yeah, a real shame.
count on your dynamite.
All right, Edwards. You caused a lot of people a lot of trouble. Now let's see if you can take some of it.
Okay. Come on, Sheriff.
Harris? Quinn? Harris, in here. They went out this tunnel.
Another entrance?
Yeah. Clay! Don't! You'll kill him.
Yeah. I wouldn't want him to miss his hanging.
Bud, take this out and blow it up with a rifle shot.
Clay, what happened to that hangman?
He's dead. Looks like we'll have to get another one real quick.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Valerie.
Oh, Mr. Clyburn. Guess you didn't expect to see me back in this town. Do you know where Clay Hollister is?
I suppose he's in his office, isn't he?
Window's dark.
He's coming across the street now.
Gotta talk to him alone. I'm a little scared.
Why?
Sort of wore out my welcome with the law here in Tombstone.
Clay wasn't just the law to you, Belle. Well, I guess I'll be going. Lock up for me, will you, Clay?
Hello, Clay.
Thought I recognized you. Saw you riding in.
I wouldn't have come back here, but I'm in trouble.
You've been in trouble for quite a while. You don't have to ruin a good horse just to prove that.
Was the horse or me? He's following Clay.
Ben Quaid?
Yes. But he won't ride into town. He's afraid of you. That's why I had to come to Tombstone. He'd hunt me down anywhere else. You can understand that.
Can I? I've tried to understand a lot of things about you. Like why you ever took up with him.
I don't know. Let's say a girl sometimes feels too much and sees too little. I made a mistake, I know it. I've got a chance to correct that mistake. My sister's coming to take me back east.
Do you mean it, Belle? When?
Noon stage tomorrow.
All right. You go on over to Nellie Cashman's Russ house. Nellie isn't there, but you tell Miss Bowers I sent you. I'll take care of your horse.
Thanks, Clay. For old times, Clay. And all times.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. The morning of January 21, 1881. Hermit Mesa, a short distance from Tombstone.
Hi, Gus.
Oh, it's Mr. Ben Quaid back again.
Look, I got some sulfur from that old mine at Sulphur City. You got any finished powder you want to trade?
Yeah,
Real good stuff, huh?
the finest.
Well, I'll take that keg there. You lash it onto my horse so it'll ride real nice and easy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Quaid, what are you doing? No. No. What are you doing? You're burning up my plate. No. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. No. Oh, Mike. Mike. Oh, Mike. Mike.
You stopped for a mine blast.
Sounded like it came from Hermit Mesa. Gus Neff's powder depot.
Maybe a story for you, not a pretty one. Get your horse.
Ben.
Yeah.
You know, it was real lonely in Poison Town. I don't like for people to run out on me.
You don't like being shot at by Clay Hollister either. He knows I'm here, Ben.
Well, Hollister's over at Hermit Mesa taking care of a sick friend. Now you get your clothes, Belle.
I'm not going back with you, Ben. I told you.
I said get your things.
You're safe now, Gus. You're all right.
Why would he do such a thing?
Who, Gus?
Ben Quaid. I should never have done business with him.
Quaid?
Mm.
Harris, take care of him. Get him to a doctor.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Ben Quaid and Belle Reed. He blew this place up to get you out of town. He'll head for the border. And once he gets both boots in Mexico, he's free as smoke.
Well, just maybe I can change his plans.
Go ahead, Clay. Gus will be all right.
Right.
That's Hollister.
Come on.
Get out, Bell.
Clay, I've been hit. I'm sorry, Clay. Hurry, Clay, my sister. I want to see her.
You'll see her. I promise.
Miss Reed?
Yes?
I'm Clay Hollister, sheriff here in Tombstone.
My sister Isabel mentioned you in her letters quite often when she first arrived here.
Yes, she spoke often of you two.
Where is my sister, Sheriff? Why didn't she meet me?
Would you mind stepping into my office for a minute?
Yes, Sheriff.
I'll get her luggage and leave it at the Russ house.
Sit down, please.
Is there something wrong, Sheriff?
It's kind of hard to say.
Belle's had some more trouble.
Yes, ma'am. Belle's had some trouble.
Well, where is she? I want to see her right away.
She's in Doc Cunningham's office.
What are you trying to tell me, Sheriff?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Belle's dead.
But how?
From a gunshot wound.
Will you take me to the doctor's office, please?
The morning of January 22, 1881, Belle Reed was dead. Her sister Gwen had only partially recovered from the shock.
Oh, Miss Reed, come in. The wind's chilly this morning.
I want to thank you for all you tried to do for my sister, Sheriff.
Oh, I'm afraid I didn't help very much.
Forgive my directness, Sheriff, but Dr. Cunningham tells me that some in town here thought that you and Belle were going to be married.
Doc Cunningham talks too much. I don't mean that I didn't like Belle. I did. But she had her own ideas.
That runs in our family. I liked her too, Sheriff. I loved her. We've got to do something about her murder.
We, Miss Reed?
Please call me Gwen. Sheriff, after you brought Belle to the doctor's, why didn't you take some in and go after Quaid?
Well, because he would have been across the border into Mexico before I could have caught him.
Why didn't you follow?
I can't. Not wearing this star, no lawman can. Quaid knows that.
Well, a lawman can't. But a woman can.
You? Oh, Gwen, you're new out here, and you've been through a lot. You better let me handle this.
Sheriff, my sister was murdered yesterday. And I've got an idea how to get the man who did it. Are you interested?
Of course I'm interested. It's my job. And it's a lot more than that.
Quaid doesn't know my sister's dead, does he, Sheriff?
No, he's hardly the inquiring kind when he's being chased by a bullet.
And I look almost exactly like Belle.
When you got off that stage, you could have been Belle 16 months ago.
If I were to wear her clothes and fix my hair like hers, even Quaid wouldn't know the difference.
Oh, for a little while, maybe. But how would you find him? You don't even know what he looks like.
Now I do. And I'm not likely to forget.
Now, wait a minute, Gwen. Northern Mexico's a big country.
Dr. Cunningham tells me there's a ghost town just below the border. A kind of outlaw sanctuary around an abandoned sulfur mine. Used to be called Sulphur City. Quaid must have some contacts there.
Did Doc Cunningham tell you what folks call it now? Poison Town. It's a polite name for it. The devil himself has contacts there. Even the air smells of brimstone.
Quaid should feel right at home. He might even pay a call if he thought Belle was waiting for him.
There they are. All Belle's things. I've washed and mended her blouse, too.
You've been awfully kind, Mrs. Bowers. Everybody has. I don't know how to thank you.
Well, there's no need to try. Belle made some mistakes, but they didn't hurt anybody but ourselves. We all loved her.
If I had only arrived one day sooner.
Well, the wheel turns and the dice drop in. Plenty of people get hurt. It wasn't your fault. If you need anything, I'll be downstairs.
Thank you, Mrs. Bowers.
Clay, I'm worried about that nice Miss Reed.
Well, why, Miss Bowers?
Well, I left her a couple of hours ago, crying her heart out. She blames herself for Belle's death. So I went up just a minute ago to see if I could fix her some lunch. The room's empty. She left this for you.
She's left for the border. Yep.
Isn't that riding outfit that Belle was wearing when she died? She's wearing it, Clay. Her own clothes are on the bed.
She's gone to Sulphur City.
By herself?
What for? She thinks she can convince Quaid's men that she's Belle. Get Quaid back across the border.
That's like walking into the devil's living room.
Clay, you've got to go after her.
That's about what she figured.
Well, you can't take him in Mexico.
Well, I guess I'll just have to take a vacation.
Where's Quaid?
Who wants to know?
You know who I am. Take a good look.
Get Quaid. Tell him Belle Reed's here.
Right. So you came back, Belle? I figured you would. What about that sister?
Took one look at me and started crying. Then she began preaching how I disgraced the family. You know the name she called me.
Well, I'll make you forget all about that. Yes, sir. Now, come here.
Ben, we've got some talking to do.
Well, you never were one for talking. Not my Belle. Except you ain't my Belle. You've been playing that right through, huh? That face, his clothes, huh? You're the sister that came to take her away.
An hour too late. Yesterday, a bullet took her away.
In that ruckus with Hollister?
You can put another notch in your gun.
I'd rather see Clay Hollister dead than own all the mines in Tombstone. And if that's him, I'm going to get my wish. There's a lot of good guns out there. You and me, we're going to pull them out into the open.
You are?
You and me, sister. Yeah. Now, because when Hollister hears a woman scream for help, well, naturally, he's just up and off. Oh.
Drop the gun now, quick.
Don't shoot.
I can't see it.
You can feel. I said drop it.
You're all right now, Gwen. Breathe deep. Fresh air.
Goodbye, Mr. Clyburn.
Goodbye, Miss Reed. Best of luck.
I think I've enjoyed some good luck provided by your sheriff.
We wish you wouldn't go.
In some ways, I wish I didn't have to.
Goodbye, Gwen.
That's from Bill and me.
Their sister's all right.
What do you mean by that?
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.
Can you walk? I don't think so.
Great. A couple of shots will flush them out. Be careful and shoot high.
Careful. They're convicts.
They're on foot and they're unarmed. We don't have to push our advantage.
We better give ourselves up, Callahan. We'll never make it.
A bullet now or a noose later. I'll take my chances with a bullet. I'm coming out! Get down! Get down!
All right, McQueen, hold your fire. They're coming out. That was murder. What kind of a deputy are you, anyway?
The orders are dead or alive. Shut him down! Well, Holden,
I'll try it too.
well, we missed him. So I shot a killer. If you haven't got the stomach for it, then go back to Sonoy and take that desk job.
Get your hands off me. You'll hear about it when I'm ready to quit.
You better give it some thought. A lot of thought. Fast.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die. Tombstone territory. Tombstone, the same day, October 17, 1884. Jim Patcher said you wanted me to come over as soon as I could.
Yeah, thought this would interest you.
Wanted dead or alive, Tom Holden, for a killing in the Wells Fargo robbery of April 23, 1882. Well, this is a couple of years old. I remember it. Holden was caught and convicted and sentenced to life in Yuma Penitentiary.
And 3 weeks ago, he escaped with 2 other convicts.
Oh.
And he's been wanted dead or alive again ever since, up until yesterday.
They caught him?
No, they found new evidence that he's innocent. Well, at least innocent of the killing.
I see. Well, it's quite a story, an important one. I'll wire Tucson and get all the facts and do it up right in the epitaph. Can I have this?
Sure. Where you going?
To send that telegram and get back to work. I'm up to my ears.
Harris. You gonna leave with half the story? They haven't caught him yet. There are 2 men following him. As far as they're concerned, he's still a killer.
And they'll take him any way they can.
Right.
Who's this Eli Parsons?
Oh, he's the sheriff of Sonoyta. The man with him is probably his deputy. They've tracked him as far as Cochise County, Mule Mountain area. Well?
Well, what?
Ready in, say, 15 minutes?
Make it 10.
All right. Oh, you know, I ought to get a year's free subscription to the Epitaph for this.
How do you figure that?
Well, it's the 3rd exclusive I've given you this year. 10 minutes.
A few hours later, near the foothills of the Mule Mountains.
Stay down, Harris. Don't worry. Get your hands up, both of you. Now walk over and keep your hands high.
Take it easy, mister.
I said get your hands up.
What's the trouble here? Your boy. I'm Clay Hollister, sheriff of Tombstone.
Hollister, of course.
This is Harris Clyburn.
Howdy.
Hello, Sheriff.
McQueen, what are you trying to do? Excuse my deputy, he's a little jumpy.
A little?
You take care of the horses, McQueen.
And that doesn't mean shoot him.
Well, there's no harm in being careful. We're on a manhunt, Sheriff. You could have been the man we're searching for.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Well, I understood the men that you're looking for are on foot.
All right, McQueen, take care of the horses like I told you.
Where'd you get that trigger-happy deputy?
McQueen, well, he was wished on me by the town fathers of Sonoyta.
You mean he doesn't shoot at them?
No, he's after this. But welcome anyway, such as it is. Let's get on inside. Tell me, Clay, what brings you out here? Nothing happening in Tombstone?
Oh, I got a telegram from the U.S. Marshal in Tucson. He asked me to contact you about one of your escaped prisoners.
Well, Holden could be innocent then, huh?
Yeah, according to that, they've got new evidence, and they want to give him another trial.
Holden was convicted of killing a Wells Fargo agent. I was at the trial. They had a good case against him.
Sometimes the law makes mistakes.
Yeah, like anybody else, I guess. McQueen? Yeah, you better read this. Might help calm down that trigger finger of yours. Well, Clay, there's only 2 of them left now. We buried Seth Wheeler this afternoon. No sense going into details on that. Now, Holden and Callahan are on foot and unarmed. We should catch up with them by morning. And we're giving Holden every chance to come in.
I'd say we already gave him his chance. And he didn't take it.
You got a personal grudge against him?
I never saw him before in my life. But he's a convict. Nobody's proved he's innocent yet.
Sounds like a coyote.
No, it's not coyotes.
Well, what is it, Sheriff? Owls?
Apaches.
Apaches.
Renegade Apaches have been raiding the prospectors in these mountains.
Well, I guess we don't get all the news in Sonata.
Subscribe to the Tombstone epitaph.
How many Apaches are supposed to be?
Some say 15, some say 50.
That puts us about the same boat as Holden Callahan.
No, not quite. We've got guns and they haven't. But we got something else working for us. Apaches don't attack during the night. They'll wait for dawn. We'll just have to get up real early.
October 18, 1884. Sheriff Parsons followed the trail of the escaped convicts with an experienced eye. Their time was running out, and there was no trace of Indians or coyotes.
They weren't armed. Looks like they are. Maybe they got the guns from the people inside that cabin. Yeah. Clay, you keep us covered. Queen and I'll work our way in close.
Eli, remember, we want Holden alive.
Yeah. All right, Clay, you come with me. Queen, you give us cover.
Maybe you'd like us to surrender to them.
Eli, you talk to him from here. I'll circle around behind the house.
Clay, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be taking the chances here.
Well, you're not exactly home in bed.
Holden! We have new evidence in your case. You're gonna get a new trial. You hear me? Holden!
Hold it! Give me the rifle. Come on in.
How is it, Parsons?
It looks worse than it is.
Take him inside, McQueen. I've got bandages in my saddle pack.
Oh, are you a sheriff?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, catch them! Kill them! They killed my brother!
Clay, is this the sharpshooter?
I I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I thought they were coming back.
Who?
2 men. They came here this morning. They demanded food and guns and horses. Oh, we must fix that arm. My brother tried to stop them.
Gauze and bandages.
Thank you. But there was an older man.
Oh, that'd be Callahan, Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what the other man called him. He grabbed a gun from the table. He shot George. The other man tried to stop him. They fought. For a moment, I thought he'd killed the other man. Oh, am I hurting you?
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
Then this Callahan forced the other man to go with him. They took our horses and rode south. They're probably dead by now.
Not Apaches?
I've seen them twice this last week. George and I were working a streak of silver south of here. The Apaches were camped out there one night. It's been so hard here. George tried. I'll be all right. Just give me a few minutes.
Well, what are we going to do with her? Can't leave her here, can't take her with us.
Clay, I'll stay here and help. I'm not good for much else.
Well, let's go.
Queen, remember, we're giving Holden a chance to come in, and don't you forget it. Oh, Clay.
Yeah?
Be careful, huh?
Are the Apaches?
No.
October 18, 1884, noon. The escaped convicts, now armed and mounted, left a trail that led deep into Indian country.
Holden and Callahan? I don't know. You take cover here, I'll scout ahead. And if it is Holden and Callahan, I want to take them without gunfire. No sense advertising ourselves to the Apaches.
Law. So you made it. You're as good as dead, Sheriff. I never saw so many Indians. You know something, Sheriff? You ain't no different from me or them Redskins. You shot down Wheeler when he tried to give himself up. My boots. They even took my boots.
What happened to Holden?
Bullet or a noose. I never figured on an arrow.
Is Holden still alive?
Gave him my gun. Told him to make a run for it.
Where'd he go?
Up there somewhere. What difference it make? We're all dead, man.
Must be a coyote.
Yeah, a coyote with a new pair of boots.
Let's get out of here.
Holden could still be alive.
Well, we won't be if we stay.
Then you go back.
Clay, up on the hill.
McQueen, take the horses, time out of sight.
exactly what I had in mind. Can't interview the Apaches. Don't speak the language. What are you worried about? Making their meaning pretty clear.
At least we're sure of one thing.
What?
Queen's on our side for the time being.
There are times when the sword is mightier than the pen.
Guess there'll be no holding you down after today.
Provided I live through it.
Holden's still alive.
How do you know?
Just saw him duck into a mine shaft up there.
Well, his chances of survival are better than ours.
Cost him too much.
McQueen!
Yeah, I'm here. I'm low on ammunition. How about you?
Couple of rounds.
Look, let's get out of here before they come back.
You two stay here with the horses. I got some unfinished business.
Holden?
That's right.
Where?
I'll take care of him.
Holden? Can you hear me? Holden! Save that ammunition. I got a telegram from the U.S. Marshal in Tucson. You're going to get a new trial. Can you hear me? Don't spoil it for yourself now. Throw out the gun and follow it.
One bullet.
Take care of himself.
I know what I'm doing. You watch the horses.
I'm not armed.
Well, they really shot you up good, didn't they?
still alive.
Can you ride?
If I'm really getting a new trial, I'll walk to Tucson. That's him. He's the one that framed me for that Wells Fargo job.
Don't move, Hollister. A bullet can beat the fastest draw.
That's right. Now what?
Oh. Well, I'll just tell him that the posse and convicts were killed by Apaches.
And you were the only one that escaped.
That's right. I was lucky.
Clay?
Your timing couldn't be better.
Let's go have that leg taken care of.
Well, Hollister, this is my last official job. When I get Holden back to Sonoyta, I quit.
Oh, well, maybe you ought to think that over. You know, there's nobody in line for the job anymore.
No. McQueen wasn't right for it. Anyway, Sonoyta needs a younger man. Besides, I've made a business deal.
Oh, business deal?
Yes. I'm coming back and help Bess work the mine. You see, Bess and I are going in a partnership.
Well, I'd say that you're not getting any older. Matter of fact, you're a lot younger. As a very attractive woman.
Thank you, Sheriff, but I do need help.
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, and who knows about that mine? I wish someone would take a shot at me.
Oh, well, you just keep writing those fiery editorials.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, to Tombstone territory.